is a singles match scheduled for one fall presented by MEW, and it is for the Main Event Wrestling Women's Championship. Introducing first the challenger to my left, from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Chantal. Her opponent, the champion to my right, hailing from the best borough, Brooklyn, New York. He is the recipe to greatness, the seasoning to success, the Latina Spice, and your reigning, defending Main Event Wrestling Women's Champion, Nat Castle.
The title action continues as we roll on with Bell to Bell Unplugged. Main Event Wrestling Women's Championship on the line. Nat Castle going head-to-head with the former champion Chantal. This will be a very interesting collision, especially in the history of Main Event Wrestling. Chantal, one of the most dominant females we've ever seen on the roster, and now she meets the new definition of dominance in this company, Natty Castle, who we've seemed to have turned over a new leaf with Natty Castle in the year 2025. The problems with Eric Johnson, her very own tag team partner, the intergender tag team champions, and now she seems to be on a solo journey, figuring it out on her own, and the attitude has certainly popped up a time or two as we've last spoke about Natty Castle, but you can't deny what she brings to the table. Has taken down the Shoba Naira to get to this point and does not look to give it up here tonight in Sullivan, Maine. Ethan Scott joined now on the commentation station. How you feeling about this championship contest?
Very interested to see how it turns out. You're right, Nat Castle definitely turning over a new leaf. At our last event, she relinquished her half of the MEW Intergender Tag Team
She did relinquish it. Oh, my goodness.
She did. She has handed the belt over to Eric Johnson. Eric will be defending the title at Rock and Wrestle in a handicap match against Troy Stevens and Skyler.
That's a damn position to be put into by Nat Castle, someone who, I mean, let's be frank, has shown a lot of promise here in main event wrestling, and now someone who just doesn't seem to care about the fans or really who supported her to get to this point, someone like Eric Johnson.
Nat Castle looking after herself and herself alone here, looking to be the most dominant woman MEW has seen in quite some time. Nat Castle with that face buster. Going for the pin was not enough.
Facebuster is right, man. Chantal in agony on the canvas, and Nat Castle! Big time senton right there into the cover. Eric Greenleaf only 2. Now it's almost a quick one, Ethan Scott.
That absolutely was. Nat showing more of an aggressive, more vicious side ever since winning the Women's Championship. Knowing that she is the focal point of the women's division. She has a statement to make every time she goes out there to not only prove why she is the champion, but to regain her championship. She wants to let everyone know that this is Nat Castle's territory. This is her borough.
Heck of an athlete, as we've said. I mean, there's a lot of pressure internally you put on yourself when you're trying to get to a point of being a champion. And now as the champion, that's when really all the eyes are on you. The target is on your back, and everybody, especially in main event wrestling where the women's division is fierce. I mean, there are people, Sassy Boatwright, Jesse Nolan, who are coming up the ranks. They want a shot at Natty Castle's championship. And now, as we said at the beginning, one of the most dominant former champions in main event wrestling history in Chantal, challenging here, giving Nat a run for her money, but Nat is the one putting the anchor on this thing, really, center of the ring.
Chantal looking to regain her championship. She lost many months ago, looking to be at the forefront of the women's division herself. Ooh. But Nat Castle, oh good God, really wanting to make sure that she got a grip on that DDT. Like we said, this is a different Nat Castle than we saw when she first showed up here in MEW.
I donate all of it. I mean, she's starting to take the bull by the horns a little more. I can appreciate that. But I don't know about some of the tactics that we've seen from Natty Castle over the past few weeks since that all went down with Johnson. Here comes Natty, maybe taking a little too much time to set that up. Chantal out of the corner and right back in something fierce.
Beautiful double European uppercuts and a bulldog to capitalize. 1, 2, no, not enough.
Nice combination right there from the former champion. Looking to regain the gold here tonight. Natty Castle in a bad way for the first time in a while in this contest. And Chantal, oh man, just like that, broke the grip. Natty looking to send her overhead. Can she do it right here?
Nat Castle, German suplex. Chantal landing on the back of her head. Nat Castle going for a cover. Not enough.
My goodness gracious. And now it's starting to flood over a little bit for Natty Castle. The pressure, the championship hanging in the balance right here. Kids are going crazy ringside. Natty needs to figure it out and quick if she wants to retain this championship.
That stomp to the knee, bringing Chantal to the ground. Vicious kicks to the chest. Nat Castle, a student of the Creative Pro Wrestling Academy out in New York. Some of the best professional wrestlers in the world coming from Creative Pro. Oh, Chantal almost had one over on Nat Castle. Oh, clothesline from Chantal. Chantal with a head of steam. Big boot. Beautiful big boot. Taking Castle to the ground. Oh,
hot sauce. Hot sauce right there. Chantal, the queen of these combos here tonight, takes her overhead and maybe looking to regain the championship. No, only 2 from referee Eric Greenleaf, but that was close.
Very close, Chantal. Very impressive with her offense this evening. As you said, the combinations, just trying to make sure that Nat Castle doesn't have a second to breathe between moves so she can capitalize. Oh, big cutter! Bringing Castle to the ground. And Castle with the wherewithal to roll to the outside.
Oh, no, Ethan Scott. Not where you want to be, Chantal. Absolutely crushed her right there. And Natty, what's Natty fumbling around with out here on the floor? Eric Greenleaf getting some space between the two competitors. Natty's back in. And Chantal. Oh!
Good God, the spice into the eyes of referee Eric Greenleaf. Oh, but Chantal using the time to capitalize. That suplex, 1, 2, Greenleaf.
You hear this? We got nothing. We got nothing.
Eric Greenleaf just trying to get the wherewithal that.
He's out, man.
He's out.
Look at it. That was like pocket sales, a direct hit. Ethan's got direct hit. And he's not wearing his glasses. That was right in the eyes. Oh, now look at this. Look at this. Chantal trying to get the referee cleaned up. But in the far corner, Ethan, in that far corner, Natty Castle has a hunk of hardware that we know is the women's championship in her pants. No!
Oh, God. That shot with the women's championship.
You got to be fooling me, man. Oh, Natty retains. Dirty business.